You guys, I want to go with you guys some foods that you guys think have high protein, but yo, I'm telling you, you've been lied to, right? So in our culture, especially the brown culture, we're like, oh, eat your chickpeas, eat your kidney beans, rajma, eat your dal, eat your lentils, eat your badam, like your almonds, eat your walnuts, eat whole grain meals, whole grain bread, whole grain naan, all that stuff. Eat paneer, it's gonna be higher in protein. But if you go and look up the macronutrients of, say, for example, lentils like dal, even chickpeas and kidney beans, you'll soon find out that it's much higher in carbs instead of protein. Same thing with walnuts, same thing with almonds, same thing with paneer. Paneer is actually much higher in fats than protein. So if you look it up, and if you look up like whole grain, multigrain breads, naans, you'll find that they're also much higher in carbs than protein. So not saying these things are bad for you, it's just the fact that if you're going into the mindset, oh, I'm having a lot of protein, when you start tracking it, you'll notice your carbs and fats are through the roof and your protein may be still a little bit moderate. That's why you might not be reaching the goals that you want to achieve, right? Like if you think you're having high protein, you're probably not, and you're probably having much higher fats and carbs. But there's still hope for you, okay? So there's some foods you can replace some of these things with, like, maybe replace some of the nuts with like some pumpkin seeds, right? And maybe like some hemp parts. Yes, these are still higher in fats, but they're a little bit more higher in protein as well, right? So you get a little bit more bang for your buck. And then maybe instead of like paneer, try having some sort of tofu or even like cottage cheese, right? Way higher in protein ratio wise. And you'll find that now you're hitting your protein numbers much more consistently. So maybe do half the paneer and then replace the other half with some cottage cheese or tofu, right? And instead of like dal and all that stuff, totally fine. With me on the side, throw in some Greek yogurt. Now in that same meal, you're getting the dal that your mom has told you to have, right? But you're also having Greek yogurt, which is giving you more protein. Or in the same concept, you can kind of use protein scoops, right? 1, 2 scoops a day, totally fine for you. And that will up your protein as well. So make sure you're mindful of what the macronutrients look like for meals when you're having it. And that way, if you think you're having just high protein foods, you'll know for sure if you're having it or not. But yeah, nuts, lentils, chickpeas, kidney beans, everything is okay for you. But if you're in the mindset that they're really high in protein, sorry man, you've been lied to. Okay, so make sure you're tracking your stuff and then replacing some of the things or even just adding on to your meals with some like cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, pumpkin seeds, protein powders, and obviously the basics like you're having your eggs, chicken, egg whites, salmon, tofu, things like that can also add more protein. Okay, so just wrap things up. Make sure you're more mindful about the foods you're intaking. Don't just listen to people. They're like, oh, this is high in protein, have this. Track your shit, learn yourself, become aware. This way you'll have tools in your back pocket to implement whenever you want to, okay? Enjoy the foods, just be mindful, and hopefully you get jacked. Take it easy, and let me know any questions you guys have, any more feedback you guys have, anything else you guys want to see, and stay juicy.